Thursday night, ladies and gentlemen, after the turkey, after the stuffings, after the cranberry sauce, this Thursday night, Thanksgiving night, the special Holiday Pro Wrestling Spectacular being presented at the Spectrum. Without a doubt, one of the greatest pro wrestling cards ever. We shall see the likes of Rocky Johnson square off against Mr. Fuji. Mr. Saito, likewise, meeting individual competition against the reigning Intercontinental Champion, Pedro Morales. We shall see, without a doubt, one of the most extraordinary tag team matches ever presented. What with, on the one side, Nature Boy Buddy Rogers, manager, and on this occasion, on this one moment in time, once again donning the tights, the two-time world champion teams up with the most extraordinary athlete, perhaps, in professional wrestling today, making reference to Superfly Snuka. However, they could very well, as a tag team, pay some dues, as they're opposed by the crippler Ray Stevens and Stevens' tag team partner, Captain Louis Albano. Likewise, meeting individual competition, Chief Jay Strongbow to lock up with dynamic superstar Billy Graham, and of course, waiting in the wings, our next guest, the World Wrestling Federation champion Bob Backlund. Lumberjack main event, the return match with Playboy Buddy Rose. If you leave the ring for any reason, either voluntarily or involuntarily, then one of, or maybe all, of the wrestlers surrounding the ring will scoop you back up and throw you back in. You could fall into some unfriendly hands out there.
Yeah, Vince, there's going to be some friends and there's going to be some enemies out there, but Buddy Rose and myself are going to be in that ring, and their only job is to throw either one of us back in the ring so we can be one-on-one, no place to run, no place to hide, just get a 1, 2, 3 or submission. And boy, I'm going to do my darndest to defeat this man, Vince, because he puts all of us hard-working people down. It's people that had to work hard and 8, 9 hours a day. He makes fun of us, and I want to prove something to this man in the middle of that ring.
Thank you very much for joining us, champion Bob Backlund. In a moment, we shall be hearing commentary from the challenger, still #1. And here he is, Playboy Buddy Rose.
You know, the last time we met, my hand was raised in victory, but nobody gave me a belt. Why? Because Bob Backlund saved his championship by staying out of the ring. Well, Backlund, you can't do it this time because there are wrestlers around the ring. Everybody's saying, Buddy Rose, this is a disadvantage to you. Remember, there are wrestlers around the ring. There's the Billy Grahams. There's the Ray Stevens. There's a lot of wrestlers around the ring. Remember who they are. But remember one more thing. When I win that championship, and I promise you, Wiz, and I promise myself, and I promise my family, I'm going to win it. When I win it, I want a statue of Playboy Buddy Rose put outside right next to the one of Sylvester Stallone, right outside the Spectrum, because we have both made that building famous for something, and I'm going to make it famous for winning a world championship right in front of you people on Thanksgiving night, right, Wiz?
Wizard, to comment.
Very simple. Bob Backlund, you can be thankful if you're able to walk out of the ring under your own power, which I doubt.
I hope he eats before the match.
In a moment, our guest will be manager Freddie Blassie, manager of Lou Albano on this occasion. As a matter of fact, the first manager, well, in a moment, always
Don't go
confused.
through a big ordeal. Buddy Rogers, you're very well balanced. Soft in the brain and soft in the middle. Don't take my hat off that. And soft in the middle. I'm going to wait, buddy, for you to be in that ring. And I'll pounce in on you, brother. I'm waiting. You. Let's see what you can do, Buddy Rogers.
You know, the only thing I can think of is, Buddy Rogers, you must have an awful lot of hate built up inside of you to have enough guts to put on your tights and get in the ring with me and Lou Albano. Now, I know it hurt you very bad when you seen Jimmy Snuka laying on the concrete bleeding, unconscious and hurt. With all your ability and all the things you've accomplished in professional wrestling, the very same thing can happen to you,
You
Rogers.
did it, Ray. You're so smart.
He's going to go right down a drain. I didn't think that this guy was that much of a ding-a-ling. I'm talking about Buddy Rogers. To put on the tights, to get in against the crippler. And I guarantee you, Rogers, after we're through with you, Jimmy Snuka, can you imagine what's in store for you? 2 pile drivers is nothing. Your brains are scrambled already. This time, you're going to be out of business for good.
Incidentally, we will later on have a word with the Superfly and Buddy Rogers later on.